44 Days in Hell of Junko Furata. It all started in November 1988 when an innocent high school girl was on her way home when a group of boys pushed her off her bike. One of them offered to help, who was also crushing on her. His name was Miano. She agreed. He also offered to walk her home, but Junko never arrived home. Instead, he took her to an abandoned building where he raped her continuously. As days goes on, Junko was assumed to be missing. Her parents hesitated on reporting to the police because they assumed she just went out with some friends. At that period, Junko was also doing a part-time job at a plastic company so she could save up for university. Her parents, knowing she was not that kind of child, reached out to the community members. People joined to look for her. 2 days in, she was nowhere to be found. That was when her parents reported to the police. Junko was searched and searched. She was never found. Miano later took her out of the abandoned house and took her to his parents' house. And yes, his parents were still living in that same building. He told her to pretend that she was his girlfriend, or else he was going to kill her and kill her family. And Junko, knowing fully well that Miano was affiliated with gang members, Yakuza. She knew, everybody knew. That was one of the reasons she said no to him. I guess he was pained and could not handle rejection and decided to torture and rape her instead. His parents knew. They did not ask him questions. His parents were aware Junko was being missing. No one told Junko parents about her whereabouts. The police just assumed she ran off. Junko was later gang raped by not just Miano, but with Miano and his friends. And later on by the entire Yakuza gang. There was a day she tried to reach out, but when her parents picked the call, they knew something was wrong. They knew it was not their Furata. Something was going on. Police was later sent to Miano's home, but they just, shallow investigations and left. The days she tried to reach for the phone, she was brutally punched. When her body was found, she has even gone deaf from the tortures. She was stuffed with disgusting stuff that she could barely excrete. She was slowly dying, not just beaten, not just raped, not just molested. This is not just a story of 4 criminals and a Yakuza dad. This is a story of silence. How the community kept silence when Furata was going through all of this, because there were noises, there were sounds. No one said anything. Miano's home was receiving visitors in and out. There is no way no one saw her. But yet, nobody said anything. This is how silence ruins somebody's life. Everybody kept quiet because it was Miano's home. This continued for days and days and days, for good 40 days, until January 1989, when Miano lost some money to gambling. He came back, was so pissed, and decided to pour out his frustration on Kuruta. He started beating and punching her until she started convulsing and eventually died. Miano and his friends put her body into a metal drum and filled with concrete and dumped her near a construction site. Until March 1989, when they were arrested for another crime, which involved kidnapping and gang raping a 19-year-old girl named Adachi, that they later on somehow confessed to what they did to Kuruta. Her body was later recovered on March 1989.
おおらかで明るい純ちゃん